Really encourage our families to think not about what they can't do, right? I can't hold my baby, I can't feed my baby, I can't bathe my baby, but maybe reframe that to what can I do? And reading to your infant is something that has such a huge impact on not only their health, but also just bonding for families.
Hello to you who clicked play. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Shop for Good presented by Wells Fargo, where we talk about a fun and easy way to support local nonprofits like Methodist Hospital Foundation. Thanks for joining me, Tracy.
Oh, so good to be here, Katie.
So let's kick it off. Tell me about the foundation and your work.
So Methodist Hospital Foundation strengthens the health of our communities by the way that we care, educate, and innovate. And we do that in the four walls of our different Methodist facilities, but we also really believe in going out into the different communities and meeting people where they are to reduce barriers. We know that healthcare is so important, and we couldn't do the work that we do without donor support. So we appreciate it.
And one of the ways that people can support you is by shopping your wish list of items.
That is absolutely correct. And it's kind of counterintuitive because I don't necessarily people think of children's books and hospitals, but it is such a big deal to us. We have a NICU reading program for our babies who are in the neonatal intensive care unit. And these are some of the books that you can go online and purchase. And we clearly all know about the value of reading to infants. Reading to premature infants certainly has that same type of benefit. What is somewhat different, right, is being in the NICU is much different than I think how many parents imagine, what it's going to be like to bring their baby home. It's really, really challenging. And so we really encourage our families to think not about what they can't do, right? I can't hold my baby, I can't feed my baby, I can't bathe my baby, but maybe reframe that to what can I do? And reading to your infant is something that has such a huge impact on not only their health, but also just bonding for families.
And it's such a great message for supporters too. What can I do to support the work and these families who are going through these trying times? Can you tell me about how some of these books are used?
So our goal is to be able to give every family a book a month, as well as a book during the holiday season. And by holiday seasons, I mean, 4th of July and St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day, because when you think about it, those are all such milestones. We can remember, what it's like to bring a baby home from the hospital and to be able to celebrate those firsts. And I'm the mom of 2 NICU graduates who spent 3 months in the NICU, so I really get this. It's super hard, and it's usually one step forward, a couple steps back. So we like to be able to have different books so that they have something to look forward to, and so that those milestones that they didn't expect to spend in the hospital are just a little bit brighter.
And if you've had this challenge yourself, being able to pass on that gift of hope with the gift of a book, just simply with a few clicks is wonderful. Now, are there other ways that people can support the work of Methodist Hospital Foundation?
Absolutely. I want to touch on, obviously, the books are huge, and I have 2 of my favorites, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.
Oh, yes.
I mean, right, old school, as well as Giraffes Can't Dance. This is $7. So if you think that you don't have the ability to change someone's life, a $7 book really can make a difference. And we have lots of stories of families that say, I walked in and I saw the book. I remember one mom saying, I burst into tears because it was like a little piece of home in the hospital. So please know that that's one way that you can support us. Additionally, we are finishing up a capital campaign out at Methodist Women's Hospital, the only hospital of its kind in the state of Nebraska, and certainly would welcome those gifts. They send a very strong message that women's health, the health of families, is super important. And again, a $16.3 million project that we would not be able to do without the generosity of donors.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining me to have this chat about Shop for Good. And I hope that you receive many, many gifts of books on your doorstep.
Me too. Thank you, Katie.